Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the next episode from the AI Guys D&D campaign. Hope you enjoy. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. I am here today with the next episode of the AI D&D campaign, New Horizons, episode 24. So let's get into this and see what this is about.
In the last session, we finished off with Tronald, where he astoundingly turned the tide in an intense arm wrestling duel against the seasoned harbor master. Triumphantly, he brokered both safe passage to Fane and a precious map of the world, all for the tidy sum of 380 gold pieces. However, the gold has yet to exchange hands. So, what do you want to do?
I think it's obvious, Joe.
Be a pain this time for sure.
I want to gather 95 gold off everyone and pay the man.
Don't you sass me. How was I supposed to know that's what you was going to do? I mean, you're all about as predictable as a greased goblin on a roller coaster.
And
Look at Joe Rogan's crashing out.
here I was thinking that roller coasters didn't exist in this world.
Well, of course they do. Where do you think people go to have fun?
Fair enough.
New goal, visit a roller coaster. Tronald, can we go to one?
Yeah, sure.
Like now detour to the roller coaster. The start of the campaign is going to have to take a break.
We can, buddy. Right after,
The next few episodes, significantly, that's what I meant. Okay, cool.
we stopped the Obetus resurrecting Vecna and summoning forth Orcus.
I really don't see how it's that much of a pressing matter.
And that's why we love you,
Yep.
buddy. Anyway, Joe, I gather the 95 gold off everyone and pay the harbor master.
Well, I don't know about Saxy, but I certainly didn't agree to pay 95 gold for this. Tronald, I think you should pay for it all.
And I think you should learn your place.
Jesus, dude, I
Damn, he's being an asshole tonight, apparently.
was only joking with you. Why have you got to bite my head off over it?
Gold, my dear friend, is no subject for jest.
I'm surprised you don't know by now, but joking about gold with Tronald is almost always going to end negatively.
Tronald, don't become a puppet dancing to the jingle of gold. Be the puppeteer who controls the strings.
That was a nice little saying you came up with. Anyway, how about you give me the damn gold so we can get on with our day?
Whatever, man. Here, take it.
I give Tronald 95 gold as well.
Same.
I just want you all to know if I had access to teleport, I'd be out of here quicker than you could say the fuck, leaving you all high and dry.
Well, that's not very nice.
That was just me trying
Why won't YouTube let me use Joe Rogan meme? That would have been perfect. It would have.
to make a joke about gold to prove to Celestia that I can have fun when it comes to coin.
I don't think it applies if your joke is at the expense of others, though.
What do you know about jokes?
Ouch.
Anyway, Joe, I pay the man
Damn.
his money.
As you stretch out your hand, releasing the
Like fucking, who pissed him off today? Like, damn.
party's amassed gold into the harbor master's firm grasp, he clinches it with a satisfied chuckle. Swiveling on his heel, he stows the precious coins safely within an ornate coffer. A wry smile graces his lips as he observes, I began to wonder if your quarreling would ever reach its end. Quickly, he pulls out an aged ledger of parchment, its pages worn from countless previous transactions. The scratching of his quill against the rough paper
You're only 19 away from 1K. Yes, I am 19 away from 1K.
fills the room as he diligently scripts out 4 passages, each promising a journey towards the town of Fane.
Every day it gets closer and closer.
Once complete, he tears off the tickets and hands them over to you, Tronald.
Now, what the hell are we supposed to do for the best part of 2 hours?
Try not let Rar get captured, I guess.
Speaking of, as you swivel around, you suddenly become aware of a shift in the dock's atmosphere.
Oh, great.
The guards, who were once mere specks at the top of the slope, are now entwined in the swarm of sailors and dock workers, busily prepping the vessels for departure. Their systematic advance through the crowd sends ripples of unease through the
Same. I'm gonna lose it if they do that. They do that right before or just after. Just in general, if they do that, I'm gonna be pissed. I really hope Nidal gets his channel back as well.
throng. Guards yank back hoods, stern eyes scrutinizing faces, whilst others engage in brief, heated scuffles with those unfortunate enough to resemble Jake or Rar. Their path through the crowd is relentless, an unyielding force moving steadily closer. Rar, as their proximity dwindles, a sense of urgency stirs within you. If they continue their relentless approach, I want you to know that there's a high chance that you will be spotted.
So what are we doing then, guys? Because if we stay here, he's going to get busted.
Mr. Harbor Master, man, is there any chance we can board our ship early?
The man, who had already turned around and began to prepare things inside of his station, turns around and says, whilst Mr. Harbor Master Man is an interesting name to be called, you can just call me Denvar. And no, unfortunately not. You'll have to wait until they've finished preparing the vessel before any passengers will be permitted to board.
Well, Denver, we could really do with boarding now, so if
I've been checking all ways for you to get paid. Yeah, no, I appreciate
there
it.
was any chance of that happening, we could pay you slightly extra for it.
Why are you rolling, Joe?
He's making an insight check on the situation to try and see what the hurry is. I see what's happening here, says Denvar as a small smile creeps up his face. Wanting to avoid the city guard, are we? I wonder. If I turned you in, do you think I would be able to get that map back?
You wouldn't.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Ooh.
I have zero regard for those city guards. Frankly speaking, they're a bunch of imbeciles, incessantly imposing tariffs on commerce and fabricating other ludicrous justifications for their actions. Enough dawdling, though. Step inside quickly. I've got a cellar you can hide in until they piss off.
Really? You're a good man,
Oh, that's very helpful.
Denver.
Is going echo.
Joe, I think I speak for everyone when I say that we all hurry inside and hide.
With haste, all of you descend into the refuge beneath the trapdoor. The air around you thickens with tension, and time seems to dilate, every second painfully stretched out. A few minutes
Hey, Smokey, how's it going? How's it
Minutes
going?
pass before the sound of approaching footsteps echo above. You can barely discern the words exchanged, cordial greetings forced through gritted teeth, queries regarding a certain half-orc and a pirate, all muffled, but a distinct air of urgency is
Yeah,
detectable.
that pirate is pretty much gone at this point.
The dialogue leads you to believe Denvar is being presented with sketches of the fugitives.
I think the guards are showing him a picture of me.
Hey, Mummy, how's it going? Thanks for the raid.
Maintaining his guise of ignorance, Denvar deflects their
Hey, how's it going?
questions skillfully. With one final lingering threat hanging in the air, the guards depart.
But a holy refresh. Hey, John, how's it going? John dude?
Should you chance upon them, Denver, and choose to turn them in, a handsome reward of 1,000 gold pieces for the pirate and 300 for the half-orc awaits you. The silence that ensues is deafening.
Denver really did us a solid there.
I mean, we can hope, right? For all we know, after the mention of gold, he changed his tune and pointed downwards at us.
I don't think that would be the case. They'd just as likely nab him for trying to hide us in the first place.
You're right.
Either way, I think we owe our new friend-
Yeah, I thought as much. But I thought he would show up later again. Like, the campaign's like 500-something episodes no, 150-something episodes long at this point. Like, I assumed he would have showed up again at some point. Also, those that raided, I'm currently watching a AI D&D campaign.
Denvar a few extra gold coins for the little favor he just did us.
What did you just say?
Oh my god.
It's at this point you hear the muted echo of heavy footfalls on the wooden floorboards above, which give a sense of foreboding to the dimly lit cellar. Suddenly, with a groaning creak of weathered wood, the trapdoor is swung open, flooding the cellar with a soft, diffused light. From above, the gruff voice of the harbor master resonates in the confined space. They've scarpered off now. If you lot fancy, you can keep out of sight down here until it's time to set sail. I won't mind, but it's up to you.
No need to worry. I think we'll get out of this cellar. Joe, I take a quick glance
He seems to have really fucking taken a liking to them all of a sudden.
at Celestia before I turn back around to Denvar, before I reach into my pockets as I say, I want you to take this, Denvar. What you've done today, your kindness to us, complete strangers, it's something rare, something to be cherished. You are a remarkable man, Denver. Truly, you are.
What did you give him, Tronald?
I'm going to give him 5 silver pieces.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That is fucking nothing. Oh, fuck. Hey, Andy, how's it going?
5 silver pieces. You might as well have just slapped him across his face and taken a shit on his desk. I mean, giving him nothing would have been more respectable than 5 fucking silver pieces. I wouldn't be surprised if he decided to turn our half-orc in after this bullshit. You're unbelievable, Tronald.
Joe, before anything else happens, I want to reach into my gold pouch and give him 10 gold pieces and say, I'm sorry about our wizard. 5 silver pieces may have seemed like a bit of a slap in the face, but he has some weird obsession with gold that we don't quite understand. Him giving you that when he didn't have to was some serious progress.
As Denvar takes the coins from your hands, he nods in gratitude, but quickly follows with, Know this, the shelter I offered wasn't for the prospect of any compensation. You see, my animosity towards the city guard isn't a newfound sentiment. It's a lingering relic from my days amidst the waves. A profound sigh escapes
He's a pirate.
his lips as he rests against a weathered table, his gaze dropping to the worn floorboard.
Well, he was a pirate.
Forgive my unasked-for storytelling, but one of those self-righteous law enforcers bears the blame for the untimely death of a dear crewmate. My hands were tied, not a shred of tangible evidence to pin the deed on him. However, the day still beckons when I'll get the opportunity to present that bastard with his long-overdue retribution.
Oh, I knew some of them were complete idiots, but that's awful to hear.
But, like, if the guard was, like, chasing them, I feel like it's more that they would probably have been pirates.
I'm sorry for your loss, Denvar.
You know, I know this is one hell of a long shot, but to hell with it. Joe, I cast minor illusion to create the face of the guard we encountered outside of Waterdeep. You know, the one whose plate armor Saxy took. Then I asked Denver, by any chance, was this the man who did it to you?
Denver leans in, scrutinizing the spectral image carefully. His forehead furrows as his mind weaves through old memories. After a while, he finally speaks. I reckon he was part of that crooked lot, but no, he's not the one. The perpetrator was a captain back then. With the passage of years, I'd expect him to bear the weathered look of age by now. It's at this point he pulls back, looking at each one of you as his voice deepens with suspicion. But tell me, what's your business with this chap? Have your paths crossed with his?
Well, I mean...
They wrestled with him for a bit.
We had a slight encounter with him.
Is that so? How slight?
I bit off
I was about to say it got very intimate, but then, yeah, okay.
his schlong.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, but it's no wonder they're after you.
Well, thank you for your time, Denver. We
That's
best
not even
be
why
going
they're
now.
after him.
No, they're not after us because
Oh,
of that.
fuck.
We ended up killing that guy and hiding him in the nearby forest. The reason they're after us is because I broke into the bank. Unintentionally, of course.
For fuck's sake, do you possess the ability
Oh, you didn't see that one yet? Yeah, it's one of my reacts I've already uploaded.
to use your inside voice, man?
I just usually say the first thing that comes to my head. It's easier that way.
Denver's face is now
Hey, Emmett, how's it going?
one of disbelief as he says, you know, I'm not too sure where to begin when it comes to unraveling that information or how one accidentally breaks into a bank. But rest assured, your secret's safe with me. You can probably make your way over to the ship. They might be allowing people to board at this point. You'll want to head to Bay 11.
It's been a wild ride from the beginning to end. Yes, it has.
The vessel you'll be boarding is named the Conway.
Yeah, well, thanks for all your help, Denvar. If we're ever back in town under different circumstances, we can look into finding that individual you spoke of, and make sure justice is brought upon him.
Oh, are we going to kill him too?
No, I meant justice in the eyes of the law. Rar. Joe, we make our way away from this outpost and towards Bay 11.
1 second, guys. I
It's a barbarian for you. It's like the first thought is, are we killing something?
just want to make a quick announcement. As a group, we thought it would be a nifty idea to launch a community short scheme where anyone can make a YouTube short from any part of
Rar is my spirit animal.
this chaotic
Gordon Ramsay, yes.
campaign. Send it through to us. And
Oh,
if I
shit.
like it, I'll give it the Tronald stamp of approval and whack it on the channel where you will receive the majority of the revenue. You see, it's all about
That's cool.
marketing, folks.
This was 2 years ago, though. I don't know how well this actually did back then.
If you
but
want to
yeah.
learn more about it, hop in our Discord and give it a read. Or don't. I guess that's up to you. I'm not going to force you. But I may suggest that you do. All right, that's me done. You can carry on now, Joe.
Emerging from the harbor master's office, you find the bustling port now considerably quieter, in terms of law enforcement, that is. Just as Denvar described, the once heavy guard presence has thinned out. The remaining few guards, far and dispersed, appear to be merely fulfilling their station duties. Uninterested and idle, they seem to
I like Trump too. I think this Trump is a bit more chaotic than the original, just because he can be, because he's a wizard. But yeah,
be counting the minutes
I like both of them.
till their shift ends, paying little attention to their surroundings. Your gaze sweeps towards the maze of docks spread before you.
But no, my favorite character so far in this campaign has to be Rar. Rar is just the most, I would say, lovable fucking. He's that lovable idiot type character.
At least 50 bays deep. Your quest for Bay 11 begins. A relatively short search brings you to your destination, the Conway, a majestic vessel proudly docked in its designated bay.
Yes, unhinged. Impossible Trump is the representation of chaos.
A crowd
That's also true.
of potential passengers forms a winding queue towards the ship, a medley of individuals, some with intriguing features. Each person is being meticulously checked for their passage tickets before they step onto the vessel.
How big of a ship are we talking, Joe?
It's a large three-masted sailing ship akin to a galleon of old. It's a sizable beauty measuring about 100 feet in length.
And how much would one of them usually go for?
Can you not? We're going for a peaceful trip on the waves to discuss
Fucking steal the ship and try and sell it.
our next move. Don't be pulling any bullshit. I'm being serious.
I was only joking.
Right.
Joe, as we're queuing
Sure.
up, I want to have a scour of all the individuals that are boarding. Do any of them seem like they could be of particular interest or someone to keep an eye on? Maybe they look a bit suspicious.
Roll either a perception check if you're wanting to see which individuals stand out, or an insight check if you're wanting to see if any are acting shifty.
All right, so that's a 17 on my insight check, Joe.
Tronald, from the crowd of people waiting to board the Conway, your gaze falls on two individuals who particularly stand out. The first one
Right, Elon knows Raw is so full of crap.
is a tall, wiry figure dressed in flowing robes of vibrant crimson and gold, covered with symbols that you don't recognize. He moves with a kind of grace and poise that is uncommon, almost as if he's gliding on the ground instead of walking. His hood obscures his face, but a gleaming metallic mask with an intricate pattern, barely visible under the shade of the hood, hints at something secretive. The second one, in stark contrast to the first, is a hulking brute of a man. Standing almost 7 feet tall and built like a stone golem,
There's always that one shady character in a hood that's just like, something is always off about him in a D&D campaign. There's always that one dude.
man is hard to miss. His head is cleanly shaven and a patch covers one of his eyes. He's garbed in leathers and chains which hang off his wide frame. A large curved blade resembling a falchion hangs from his belt and clanks against the hardened leather with every step he takes. His demeanor suggests he's seen more than a few battles, and you're certain those scars on his arms and neck aren't from any friendly brawl. There's a tangible sense of menace about him that seems to keep the others in the line away from him.
Okay, well, whilst that's good to know, I have absolutely no idea what to do with that information.
Thanks for well, I mean, technically that information you can now use to try and avoid those people or recruit those people.
I guess we'll just keep an eye on them as we travel.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on them, and don't engage under any circumstances unless they do first. I'd like to make this journey without any confrontation.
Who do you think would win in a fight?
That insane shady characters. Wait, Ramsey's thing. Oh fuck.
Tronald, me or the big guy?
No, get that idea straight out of
Or
your head.
attack
Obviously,
them.
you would win.
Just randomly attack random civilians. You don't know who they are. They just look shady, so they got to be bad guys, right?
Rar, it's pretty clear, don't you think?
Thank you, Tronald.
I don't know. If I was a betting woman, I'd put my money on the big guy. I reckon he'd kick Rar's ass.
What the fuck did you just say?
Celestia, can you
Oh
not?
god, no. This is going to divulge into Rar challenging him to a fight, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, have you seen the size of him?
Oh god.
I bet he could grip you with one hand and throw you straight overboard. You know, it's a real shame there's no way you'll be able to change my mind.
For fuck's sake.
Right. Well, you know what? I don't care. I don't need to prove myself to anyone. I know I'm the strongest, and that's all that matters.
Well done, Rar.
That's actually surprising. Who's the woman? That's supposed to be Miley Cyrus.
I'm proud of you.
You know, on second thoughts, it could be a bit of a toss-up.
And you just had to open your fucking mouth, didn't you, Tronald?
I'm only winding you up, Saxy. Rar knows I think he's the strongest of them all.
It's at this point you realize the line is dissolving rather swiftly, and soon you find yourselves just a few steps
Look, I don't know why he chose to use Miley Cyrus as one of the players, but so far it's been going well.
away from boarding. Within moments, the burly ticket collector extends his palm, waiting for your boarding passes. Upon receiving them, he grunts approvingly and steps aside, allowing you passage onto the vessel with a gruff, welcoming grunt. "All right, you lot, prick up your ears. I'm laying down the law," he bellows over the ambient chatter of the boarding passengers. "You're free to find a bunk, grab a hammock, or claim a corner for yourselves. We've got more than enough space to accommodate everyone, but if anything ends up damaged or missing, be sure you've got the gold to cover it, or it'll be a toss over the side for you." His voice echoes sternly across the dock, punctuating his words with a stark
So who's the first one that's going to be thrown overboard?
seriousness that leaves no room for misinterpretation.
I'd like to see him try.
Rar, buddy, can you not?
Joe, can I see the captain of this
course.
vessel anywhere?
Yes, you can. I won't make you roll for it, as it's quite obvious who the captain is. Standing at the helm of the Conway, barking orders and directing her crew with authority, is Captain Morwen. A seasoned veteran of the sea, Morwen is a robust woman, standing tall at about 6 feet. Her hardened features are etched with the vestiges of countless battles, scars from confrontations with both nature and man. Her graying hair, knotted in a practical sailor's braid, cascades down her back, attesting to the years she spent navigating the world's oceans. Her voice demands an air of respect that silences the ship deck when she speaks, her voice carrying the
Sounds like Queen.
gravelly timbre of command and experience.
Where are them two individuals, Joe, and are they together or separate?
As you cast your eyes across the deck of the ship, the sizable figure who had earlier caught your attention is now nestled at the base of the main mast, his hulking frame shifting rhythmically with his attempts to steal some sleep. It seems like all the other passengers are understandably taking a wide berth from him. The other individual, however, remains elusive, nowhere to be seen.
I don't know, man. That's a little bit sus.
Is it, though? I'm pretty sure the guy who took our ticket said there were hammocks and bedding areas underneath the deck of the ship, so he could be just
Yeah.
making himself at home there.
Yeah, let's not jump to any conclusions. Keep your distance, though, guys, but don't look like you're trying to keep your distance.
What?
I don't know.
What does that mean? Whoever wrote this must be a killer DM, 100%. I would love to be a player in this dude's D&D game.
Casual.
I begin acting casual, Joe.
And what does acting casual entail for you,
What does
Ron?
that
The
mean?
hell if I know. I guess I'll just start wandering around the ship, whistling to myself and giving people a little wave as I go by.
What? Well, don't blame me.
I blame you.
Suddenly, the resonant clanging of a ship's bell cuts through the chatter, and Rar's
It has to be Saxy that says something to Rara that causes him to become a problem. His writing in later episodes is better than some movies in my... Damn. Okay.
god-awful whistling signifying the imminent
Well, I mean, that's not actually a very difficult bar to cross if you look at modern-day movies.
departure. All around you, the crew kicks into high gear, casting off lines and coiling them neatly, whilst others are adjusting the rigging in preparation for setting sail. The rhythmic cacophony of their well-practiced routine mingles with the din of the city's harbor, creating a symphony of structured chaos that signals the start of a new voyage. With a final tug, the last mooring rope
No,
is
I
tossed
believe you.
aside,
I believe
and the
you.
ship begins to drift away from the dock, nudged out to sea by a combination of crewmen with long poles and the gentle pull of the outgoing tide. As the harbor recedes, the hustle and bustle of the port city fades, replaced by the timeless rhythm of the ocean. A brisk wind picks up, filling the sails and propelling you further out to sea. The cool breeze brushes against your face, whilst the soothing sound of the waves crashing against the hull of the ship offers a constant backdrop to the beginning of this new chapter. The world before you stretches out in all its
Mandalorian trailer you missed. He's underneath us. Is not a good sign at all. Oh, I don't care for the Mandalorian personally.
vastness, the cityscape becoming a distant speck against the horizon. As the sun begins to dip into the sea, casting a golden glow on the rippling waves, you can't help but feel a sense of freedom, the wide open sea promising a world of untold possibilities.
Quiet, too quiet, Bobs. The movie's gonna tank 100%.
The Conway, your temporary home, continues its steady course towards Fane, carrying you and your companions towards your next grand adventure.
Oh, and one more
100%.
thing. I don't know what the hell we all did to deserve such an amazing community like you guys. Your support,
Hey.
whether that's monetary, emotionally, physically, metaphorically, or
Emotional
unironically, is
support.
getting us closer and closer to that goal of being able to do this full time.
I don't care about Star Wars since before Disney bought it. Yeah, technically I'm in the same boat, but I will say that the old movies were very good.
So if you want to support the channel, share it with your buddies, give me a thumb or drop a little comment. The algorithm loves that shit.
Like to think this was 2 years ago when they weren't so big. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give a like, sub, and comment down to the AI guy. He's been going through a lot with YouTube demonetizing his entire channel. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.